Hey everyone, this is Vicky from Second Sight Tarot, a branch of wellness. I'm here to do the monthly reading for March for the sign of Taurus. I've already meditated on your cards. Please, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, please take what does and leave the rest. There's a lot of great readers out there on YouTube, so feel free to check everyone out. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing the element spread. It's what the current situation is, how you can move through it with intellect and communication, the emotions that you can connect with through this process, and the outcome or how you can move towards the outcome. So let's get started. I like to use a lot of oracle cards, and I'm going to reshuffle, and some tarot cards. So all of the cards that I use are listed in the description box below, so you can check that out. I have a hard time remembering all the cards that I use, the names of them, but they're all underneath there. This is for current situation for Taurus. Sorry. This is for how you can move through this intellect and communication. The emotions behind this. Similar cards to a couple of the other readings that I've done this month, and how you can move through this. Everybody's kind of on the same path, just in a different cycle of that path. And the bottom of the deck is trust. I think it's trusting that you're supported and that you are not alone, because I think that Taurus is like to be very independent and are hard workers. So I think that personally, I'm a Taurus as well, and for me this year especially, and coming up into March, it's definitely about working hard on myself, on things that I want to attract in my life. And sometimes that can be a lonely process if you're really working on a soul journey there. So just knowing that you are very protected, whether it's feeling protected with your own self and feeling like you are okay with that, or just knowing that you have your tribe there to support you. So I think I love that card because it makes me feel like I'm not alone when I get it, and especially with other cards that are based around this, as I can see here, but we'll go through them a little bit as we move forward. I'm going to pull a overall energy. These are the White Witch Tarot. They're major arcanas. Let's put one in the center. So for Taurus, yeah, I got this in my personal reading, the Sun in reverse, and at the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. So I definitely think that we're charging through, we're moving through into something. Whatever direction you're going through, it's like you're kind of charging through. It's also about achievement and progression. You know, we're really moving forward. Depending on what the other cards are laying around it, depending on like if we're doing it too fast or if we should slow down. So we'll look into that as we go along. The Sun in reverse, to me, has been coming up a lot. It's just, it's all about perspective for me. And I think that's a lot for most of the signs that I've been doing this month. I've done your reading twice already, and for some reason it's just not resonating with me, so I keep doing it over because it's my sign and I want it to be smooth. So hopefully this one will take, but all the same cards keep coming out, so the readings are very similar. But it's about finding your inner light. I'll show you the card upright. It's about finding your inner light and your, this growth period that you're in. But it's also about healing and nurturing yourself in this time. And maybe where you're at within the reversal of this is just maybe there's a little bit of stagnant energy of not feeling that way or not nurturing yourself the way you're supposed to right now with all that's going on in your life and the things that you're learning and teaching. And I just feel maybe that we're not nurturing ourselves and in this healing process as much as we could. So I think that's why it's in the reversal there. Let me pull a couple more cards and then we will get started. I also will pull a lot of clarifiers. I love little tiny cards, so I like to use a lot of them in here. And I will be changing up the layouts of the spreads every month if I can. I like to learn new things. It's going to push me to do that. So next month you'll have another one. And if you can be patient with me, I think I'm getting better and better as the signs go, as the videos are done. I feel like I'm figuring out what's working, what's not. I'm new here on this channel, so bear with me if you find something that resonates with you. Just bear with me. I think it'll get a little bit better as the more I learn, as I learn on this journey. So please clarify the situation. Good situation. Okay. How should we use the intellect and communication? Thank you. Emotions. Yeah, I figured the Tower would be coming, but it's in reverse, so I feel like there's a Tower moment in our emotional being that is kind of coming to an end, hopefully. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. These are little teeny tiny cards. I just love these. Kings are all about knowledge, standing in their power, and this could be feeling content and having a knowing of where you are, really accumulating things in your life, financial stuff, just abundance in general, earthy stuff. So we'll get into that. And the Ace of Cups. So there's definitely new opportunity coming in for you, or for us, I should say. Maybe it's like connecting with your intuition about something new. Aces are all about like a new idea, a new concept. So maybe something, you have a new idea of how you want. It could be a new love opportunity, or something that you're really passionate about, or something that you're very connected with in your intuition. But I see definitely something coming in. So we'll come back to these. And I'm going to pull one more round, and then we can start reading these a little bit. I definitely know just from personal growth and from my Taurean friends that we have really busted our ass, excuse my language, to like be better and raise our vibration. And a lot of Taurians are on that path. We are not a force to be reckoned with. I think that we really have a lot of personal growth and soul growth. And now it's like coming to a time where it's like something new, like manifesting something new with where we are now, like the new you and where you are as a soul now on your journey. Don't stop. The miracle is around the corner. I definitely feel this way for myself. Keeping my head and my mental status, or just like my mental space on the like end prize, and not so much, and enjoying the journey, of course, but not so much saying like, I can't do this, and just keeping the negative chatter out of the mind, because I feel like we are really onto something, and something big that's kind of like really long term, or that will really transform us, whether it's a job opportunity, love opportunity, just as a soul's journey, like really vamping it up to the next level of consciousness, or the next like higher vibrational plane. And I think that personally for me, the way that the year has gone by, it's just really hard to stay up in this positive, like inspirational state without having the mind come in and say like, no, you can't do this, or why bother, or like all these things. And this could be coming out of this Tower moment that we'll explain, but kind of having to fight that personally throughout all of this journey of starting this channel, and just, busting my butt at work and really loving what I do, and staying focused and staying driven, and holding the purpose of everything. And it's all about perspective, and this is about every reading that I've done so far, everybody's perspective, because it's a really crappy situation to be in right now in the last year. It's been a year now, come March, when you start to utilize what we're going to read here. So just stay focused, stay driven, stay on the game. You are onto something big. I feel very empowered for Taurians as a whole. And I think that we're really powerful, and we can rock the house if we stay focused. So in your current situation is the Ace of Swords, discernment, which I think is a big one for me especially. And then the flow, see where it takes you. But I think the flow is in reverse. So I think that we're like I was saying before, maybe like having a hard time staying in the flow, or staying positive in the flow. And I think that it keeps bouncing, like from like staying still to moving up a little bit, staying still, taking another step. So Just staying focused, staying in the flow in this graceful way, and don't give up on your vision, because I think there's a lot of we have a lot of aces here. So, well, one on the bottom of the deck, and then Ace of Swords. There's maybe a new idea, new concept, or a new way of a planning, or aces are all about new concepts and stuff, and the swords are very mental energy. So maybe we're planning something, you're manifesting something in your mind, trying to bring something to fruition. But in that process, there could be some stagnation or some disruption in the flow of things for you, or how you want to manifest it, or how you want to create it. Or maybe you've already created it, but you're just kind of like trying to figure out the next step to make it run smoothly. And you're coming up into some obstacles that are not allowing it to run smoothly. So we're gonna clarify all of this after I go through all of them. But discernment, really taking, even in this reading and everything that you hear from anyone anymore, things are really weird. I would highly recommend, I invite you to really being discerning on everything you hear and say. You hear people say, whether it's from the higher ups, Big Sur, or people walking down the street. I think people are really in this weird state of being like, who do I trust? What do I trust anymore? So take it, really analyze everything that comes into you, including your thoughts and your new ideas, new concepts, like really breaking them down and making sure that you fully feel them, they fully feel believable, and that you fully feel like you can do this, and trusting in that, like taking what you need to feel like trustworthy and safe in everything that you hear. And I'm talking about across the board. I'm not just talking about this card reading. Be discerning. Look up in the sky, look all around you, put the phone down for a minute, and really observe the surroundings and what's coming up in the world right now. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just be discerning and stay on your game, because you're this, whatever you're onto right now, Taurans, like I feel this is going to shift consciousness a little bit. That's how powerful we are. And that's a lot. I mean, a lot of the signs are really powerful right now, because we're all about to just like charge through, because we're done sitting stagnant. But Taurians are that we're fixed earth. We're really like strong and firm. And I feel like that we have a lot of influence in the world, bottom line. So, and that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just feel that. And I'm not trying to be biased. Maybe I'm biased here, but in the how you can flow through this through intellect and communication is the Three of Cups. Maybe there's a celebration, or maybe having some more fun. Three is all about creativity, like finding creative ways to like make life fun again. Maybe find creativity and being in a creative state of like how to make this, whatever you're trying to manifest, more fun. So it makes you want to show up for it every day, because it could be really heavy right now with what's going on. Just being creative with people, with friends. Maybe reconnecting, could be a celebration of some sort, or just having a drink or a cup of tea or coffee or something with a friend, and just like keeping things light. That's kind of what I've been feeling with these cards, just because of the heaviness of the world. But also the protection card came up, and it's in reverse. Maybe not feeling like you're protected. And this is kind of what I was saying about the discernment card, about not knowing what is true anymore and what to believe in and who's got our backs. So we have to protect ourselves. No one's looking out for you like you are. Maybe, yes, you're in a tribe, but everybody's looking out for themselves right now, because things are so weird. So this is, to me, maybe not looking for protection externally, but looking for protection internally, or finding ways to feel protected and safe. It could be within this journey that you're taking here, or it could just be overall, so you can feel comfortable, safe, and let your guards down to do this inner work. It could be either one. So just being observant on that, and maybe there's something you have to kind of shift a little bit to feel that. Maybe writing some stuff down of things you can do to feel more protected. And I'm talking about all sorts of things. We're not going to get all into that, but yeah. So the rest card came. I know I'm exhausted, because I'm a go, and let me fix myself every single day and work hard to make everything better and always want to do on the next project, and give yourself time to rejuvenate, recuperate. I highly recommend it. I've been trying to put my phone down earlier at night, and even doing some Reiki or meditation, or just listening to, you know, some inspirational stuff at night. Closing my eyes earlier and just getting some rest. You know, even if it's just downtime in quiet space without electronics, just unplugging. So I highly recommend that. But rest seems to be something that is that I think that we're battling right now as a sign. So, and in the emotional position, what emotions you can bring through this or connect with or try to connect with. This is all about, I like this card, Logic and Evolution. It's all about using, you know, maybe for this current situation, using the mind more and not the heart, you know. And I don't like say that because so many of us are in the mind and not in the heart, but I think we are maybe doing some cleansing or some organizing in the mind for us, because I think we're always there doing work. But this is about like using the head and not the heart right now. Like really being logical about some of the things that you're seeing, like seeing things that you haven't seen before. Like it's almost like moon energy, you know, like really being cognizant about what's going on, being discerning about what's going on, and kind of trying to make sure you're not missing the signs of things trying to come into you that have been hidden, but using the mind, using the brain, and your intuition too. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if there's a situation in the Tower. I'll maybe it's connecting with these, so let me get in here. The Tower in reverse. So this little babes, I like these little tiny cards. But the Tower is disruption or rebuilding, you know, and it's in reverse. So I don't know if you're coming out of this and you've learned from the Tower and you're kind of like in this like calm after the storm state. I kind of feel like I'm like that too right now, because the world and all that, and I'm kind of rebuilding and restructuring where I'm at right now. Maybe that's what this card is about, us restructuring and rebuilding our lives to fit the new norm, and how we can stay positive and rebuilding from this. But this is almost like a resting and digesting kind of state. If you haven't gone through the Tower emotionally, maybe you're either coming out of it now or just starting it. Doesn't mean like we've all had this Tower moment, but I feel like because this is in the emotional state, it's already happened. It's not in the current situation. It's not like, you know, it's like already processing in the emotional sense. But and resisting, I feel like, and usually in the resisting card, I'm always telling people to, like, you know, maybe releasing and letting go and not holding on to things so tight. But it was in the reverse, so maybe because of this Tower moment that has happened, and really sorting things out for the mind to understand things and to like keep organized with where you want to go and restructure. You are releasing things because, number one, you're preoccupied and you've already gone through this different state of being, so you're not really focused on the things that you used to hold on to so tight, or resisting the change because the change already happened, you know. Sometimes Tower moments, we create them with what we're doing, or the universe will create it, like sending a lightning bolt of enlightenment to you and restructuring your whole being because you weren't taking the shift or making the move on your own. So the universe does it for you. Whatever case it came, however it came, it's about letting go and moving forward with it. And you can also be restructuring the things that are important to you that you want to hold on to, and the things that don't serve you, whether it's somebody else's stuff, old patterns and old ways that don't serve you anymore, that kind of thing. In the final outcome, or kind of like the way you move towards the outcome, is the Attraction card. This is all about like really connecting with yourself to make sure that you're attracting the things that you really want to. And this also could be in the, like, if it's not in the communication position, but it's definitely about like articulating things in a way that you want them to manifest. So, you know, sitting kind of alone or like connecting with the universal energy and consciousness, and just kind of having a conversation, you know, with each other about where you want to go or what you want to attract in your life. and being really, and that maybe being in this logical state and like really getting organized. Excuse me. I think that you'll start to attract things in a lighter, more efficient way, because I think you're going to be straightforward in exactly what you want to attract. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm not sure, and then you're just attracting all the things you want, but in not the same way that you would like them to come. So we have to be very specific on what we are attracting and what we're asking for, whether it's timing or verbiage or specific details to attract the things that you really, really want, the way you want them at the time you want them. So just being discerning on that. And the Empress, I love her. I think you could be getting pregnant and having a baby and all that stuff, but it's all about growth, creativity, and nurturing what you want to manifest, nurturing yourself, going through this growth period in a very confident, smooth way, really loving and honoring yourself for who you are and where you are right now. And in the attraction, this is with the attraction card too. It's like finally birthing or like planting seeds of the way that you want something to show to you or come into your life. So this is it's a big growth period for you. Another one, believe it or not. I know we've had so many, but and manifestation. What you desire is on the way. Like, I totally think we are manifesting or planting seeds to manifest something huge, just for my own life. And it might not be huge to anybody else. It's huge to us. Maybe you're going to do something that might help the world out or help someone out individually, but it's not about that. It's about huge in your life that's going to transform the way you think, the way you feel about yourself, having more confidence, more love, more support for yourself. Although we are independent, we are also, always in need of love and attention and like to be noticed for the things the hard work that we've had, that we've done, and for the things that we've accomplished. So just you're in this manifestation mode, and I think that you're already in it, but this is also going to continue into the final outcome of this. Like this is going to be an ongoing thing for me. That's what I'm saying here. Very cool stuff. So I'm going to clarify here, and I'm trying to see where my other yeah. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards before we go. I think these are the Fox Universe Tarot. I'm sorry for butchering the names. I love these cards. I just don't know the names. They're in the description box, but they're definitely Fox Universe, I think, or Universal Tarot. Current position, please, for Taurus, March 2021. Motivation. I definitely think we have the motivation right now to move forward. This is all about creativity. It's the Three of Pentacles in this deck. It's not the same as in regular tarot, but it's kind of a play off of it. So definitely feeling motivated and staying on the game to manifest something, whether it's money or just abundance in general, or something materialistic, like a house or career or whatever. You're just in this creative state and you're being very motivated by it. And this is also next to the Ace of Swords, which is about like new concept, new ideas, planning something, thinking something through, that kind of stuff. So in the intellectual and communication position, I feel like called to pill too, so I am. And so you have, let me pull one more. Let me just finish it so then I can be present. In the how you can move through this through intellect and communication, the financial card came in. So I definitely feel like it's something with work, or that's going to create abundance for you financially. Rest again. We have two rest cards. I think it's really important that although we are like powerhouses right now, we have to stay rested because of health issues. Like, we don't want to get sick. We want to stay strong to be able to, because this is going to be something that is going to take a lot of your time and energy, and you need to stay healthy, because manifesting things is energy sucking enough, but like creating things and maintaining them, we need to stay rested. So, and I know this for myself for sure, is a big one. So, and declutter came out on the bottom of the deck. It's definitely decluttering. I have been doing that for a few months now. So, we've done the motivation. Now we're going to talk about intellect and communication, and finance is definitely something with money. This is the finance card. I don't know if you can see it. It's definitely working maybe to collaborate with people and have a little bit more fun with this. Maybe it's just have some more fun because you're working really hard to make your money. So maybe, you know, and maybe protecting yourself financially too might have something to do with it, not just physically or with your boundary setting and with your energetic exchange with people, but just also maybe saving some money, putting some money aside, or just being cautious about what you do with your money so you're secure in the future. Because I think you're going to have a lot of abundance and money's going to come in very easily with your hard work. Not easily just like doing nothing, but I think it's going to come to, you have a lot of abundance coming in for you. But, and the identity card came in. I think this is maybe verbalizing and articulating who you want to be or who you are. I don't know if it's like getting to know yourself a little bit more, because I think we as Taurians know ourselves a lot because we do so much work that we're constantly being in front of what we're doing. But maybe it's the way you want to identify in the external world, like, you know, or at work, because this is the Pentacle, Ace of Pentacles. This is new ideas, new concepts. I think that financially, this is about money, making money and work related to me, and making sure you get enough rest and that you're protected at work, but have fun at the same time and like find ways to celebrate and like really enjoy things. But this is identity, maybe how you view, how you want people to view you in the world. And in return, like maybe a new identity for yourself of who you're becoming now, like restructuring that a little bit. I think we know ourselves pretty well, but you know, maybe it's like how we are perceived by the world. You want to understand that identity a little bit more to like, you know, make sure that it's lining up with your soul's purpose. And then in the emotional category, or I would say category, sorry, it's position, but fatigue came because we're so tired, we need the rest. So I think maybe emotionally drained, emotionally fatigued, because we're so much in our head right now. Maybe for some of us, like it's the opposite of what I said earlier. It's more about maybe getting out of our head a little bit because we're really tired, and letting go. We're letting go of things. We're restructuring, but maybe it is connecting with the heart more now that I'm looking at this. Like we're in this rest state of like the calm after the storm from the Tower. We've been in our head a lot. I'll put some clarifiers. Maybe something will come up about it, but we're just tired. You know, needing some R&R. I know we can't really travel just for fun, but maybe you can just do like a road trip or doing something at home that's just like shutting down all electronics and just kind of doing something. Getting some distance healing, or get a massage if you feel comfortable. I do massage and Reiki, so I'm working a lot, and I think people are in desperate need of that. So with precautions, you can absolutely be safe and get a session if you need it. Acupuncture, if you don't want to leave the house, you could do some distance healing or do something for yourself. Take a bath, use crystals, you know, really connect with spirit to kind of meditation. Maybe that's what you just need, some like, you know, clear mind, focused mind, and not all the chatter and everything that goes on our day-to-day in the mind. So, and in our attraction, the Empress and the manifestation is goal setting. So I definitely think we need to be, maybe some of you need to be a little bit more structure in the way, having more structure in goal setting, maybe writing things down to get them out of the mind. Some of us might haven't started that, and maybe that's what we need to do. Being a little bit more clear of what the goals you want to say, because it's all about attraction, right? So goal setting in the proper way will attract exactly what you're looking for, like we said before. Making sure that it's clear the way you ask for it from the universe, because it will come to you the way you want it if you're setting your goals properly and the way you articulate it too, how you say it out loud. So Just keeping a clear mind of that. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers. As if whatever is on the table is not a clarifier, but I love using my little dice. Thank you. The voice. I definitely think that you have the wisdom to create anything that we want to create. You know, I just think that it's about the verbiage that you speak, and the negative chatter somehow needs to disappear or control it somehow. Because I think you have the motivation, you have like this great new energy coming in, like planning in the mind, like really like trying to manifest something, be clear about something you want, you know, really being discerning about what you want to like making sure that you're seeing things clearly before you make the move, and having, you know, trying to not allow obstacles to affect your flow, because this was in reverse, the flow card before. So having the inner voice, like speaking out, using your voice to articulate the things you want in a proper way is key. We have the drive, we have the motivation, we have the concepts, we have the ideas, we have the fire to bring us there. We just need to get rid of the mind chatter that is holding us back, I think. Balance. And protection again. Protection fell on the discerning card, so I'm going to, I mean, the protection's up here is in reverse, and this one is another one. I feel like some of us maybe some of you guys like been too protected, and you're not allowing anything to come in because you're so protecting yourself too much, maybe. So maybe unlocking the lock here to allow some stuff to come in, feeling protected and safe, but not, maybe that's why the protection card is in reverse, because some of us have like too much, like you're protecting yourself too much, too many walls are built up. So maybe releasing some of that a little bit, and maybe that will find balance. This is the balance card came in, so maybe like in reverse. So maybe there's just not a balance here. Maybe you're protecting your finances a little too much, and you're not taking a little risk that might bring this stuff into fruition. So depending on where you are, it could be different for everyone. So just really being discerning, understanding, really contemplating, really organizing this stuff to figure out what's going on in your life, because this could be looking different for everyone. So, and the tarot, which is the earth, I definitely feel like connecting with your emotions is going to like unlock the key, you know, the key. This is the key to unlock the lock a little bit, I think. Really kind of bringing this back to balance in the new way that you know now, after the Tower moment, and like restructuring what you want and who you want to be and what you want to how you want to perceive the world, but also how you want to show the world who you are now. I know that was a lot, sorry, but I just feel like this card is like connecting with your emotions and connecting with your intuition, making sure that, you know, just checking in with yourself, but know that the sun, like you're climbing up this very tall mountain, and it might take a while to get there, and you might have to work really hard, but the sun is waiting for you. Like once we get there, there's like no stopping us. And the sun is in reverse, and I think it's just a matter of perspective and doing some organizing and goal setting and asking for it in a proper way for us to turn the sun around. So this is like another sun card for me in this deck. I'm going to pull two more, and then I'm going to... So this is for the head. I want to... And the tower I'd like to know a little bit about as well. Please. Tower universe. And yeah, I just think that maybe for some of us it could be a little bit of stagnation after this tower moment, and you kind of just don't know how to flow into this new way, or just don't have the drive or the motivation to do so, and you've just like shut your eyes to everything, or you're still in that space of like, I'm trying to figure the aftermath of this tower moment, like I'm trying to figure this out, and I just need some more time to be in my head and figure things out. So it could be still excuse me, simmering in the oven, and you're not ready to, you know, move forward. Every single time I do a tarot reading for TAURUS, I cannot speak. Maybe it's the voice card. It's like, maybe we need to speak or like release something that we need to say. Maybe some of us are like Maybe some of you guys need to articulate something, because I feel like I choke and I cough every single time I do just our reading. Excuse me. It's so weird. That's why I started it over 3 times now. I'm doing it again, and I'm not going to start it over again. Intuition, 100%, and a message. So I definitely think you should be very discerning about the messages coming in, using your intuition, maybe getting out of your head after you move through, after you sort what's going on emotionally. Go back into using your intuition, figure this stuff out so you're structured and supported by yourself, and then start to make sure your intuition is strong, and listen to the messages coming in through your intuition, because I think that is really going to help you attract the things that you want to attract, really help with your goal setting, really help with being fertile in something that you want to manifest or something you want to grow, and really being connected to your next path. So I definitely think that's very important for you. The bottom of the deck, the Sun again. So I definitely think we're onto something moving forward. I think that we're going to have a lot of that Sun energy, like that healing period of all of this going on here, in this growth period. I think it's going to have a beautiful outcome. So stay focused, stay with it, stay on the game. I think you're onto something. Going to shuffle these one more time. This is the last clarifier, and then I'm going to pick, I like to do some self-care cards, things you can do if you're interested in that. I just like to throw them out there. TAURUS card situation. Breath and rise. Rise is more like bringing the energy up into the universe, finally lifting your arms after a dark time, after a stagnant time, and just saying I give up, I give in, I just want what I want to manifest itself, and really putting your energy out there. This is definitely after the Tower. It's usually after a darker time in your life, and finally having breath, fresh air, maybe go outside, and the seasons are changing for some people in the world, but just taking a breath, maybe doing some breath work, maybe going out some fresh air, go to the beach, go in the woods, and just observe nature and just focus on your breath. Maybe that will help you stay focused, stay driven, and have that flow be more at ease. Maybe sometimes I know for myself, I always move faster than my body's ready to move. It's my soul is back there and my body's up there. So I feel like maybe the flow is more about slowing down, slow and steady, and just breathing through this process to allow your whole being to catch up with where you are. That could be for somebody. This is the Emperor and energy here. It's the Father. It's all about authority, leadership, and focus. This is for your how you can move through intellect and communication. This is definitely work related, 100%. I feel like articulating and really being connected to balancing out your finances, feeling protected, getting some rest, knowing that the identity, finding your new identity. Maybe you are the leader, or maybe someone else is the leader. Staying focused on the game. That's what I feel like this is. But articulating it. This is under the communication and intellect. Understanding this and communicating it to yourself the way that you want to manifest it, or verbally saying it to your tribe, whoever you're working with, whoever these people are that you're celebrating with. Maybe just expressing it so it can just be out and the universe can hear that. I think that's going to help this whole manifestation path for you. I'm going to clarify the emotional position. Thank you. The healer card came out. Yeah, I was definitely feeling this before about getting a massage, doing something for yourself, excuse me, taking a deep breath, slowing down a little bit, getting acupuncture, taking a bath, connecting with crystals, or maybe you are the healer. I do healing work. I'm a massage therapist, Reiki practitioner, teacher. I do all of that kind of stuff. So it's like I'm in the healing world. But so maybe you are a healer, or you need healing, or you need to heal yourself in a way. However that connects with you. In the emotional, maybe healing the emotional well-being first before you can move through this. However this connects with you, like really, really making sure you have a clear vision of what that tower moment felt like and what it was supposed to be about, like the teachings from it, before you can open your eyes and move forward, getting the rest you need because you're tired, like fatigue, clearing it up in the mind, but then like getting out of your own head and letting go of resistance can be very healing. But maybe there's like some other external factors there that could help you along the way in this journey. Getting support, going to a therapist. There's a million ways to have support there. However that resonates with you is the way you should go. But it's an invitation anyway. We can flow through this. Humanity has come out every single reading, which I think is hilarious. And the world. The world card is all about harmony and balance and fulfillment. And you can absolutely have this if you just do some of this work. And go with the flow of things and slow it down a little bit if you're the person that needs to be slowing down. Maybe the other people are just having obstacles in their way that they need to move aside, and most of that's going to be your own emotions or finances. So I think we have humanity is like really connecting with people on a deeper level. I mean, this came out for everybody because it's the year that we've had, okay? But it's also about meeting people where they are, really connecting with people and understanding wherever they are in their consciousness. Like everybody has different levels of consciousness and different levels of like how they perceive the world, and just meeting people where they are and honoring and respecting where they are, so there's no judgment. We release judgment and really start to connect with people again, because I feel like this year has been really tough connecting because we've been so isolated. I think we forgot how we were connecting before, and we weren't even connecting that great before. Let's be for real. That's why the world is the way it is. So coming together, us as Taurians being the leaders in this, about bringing humanity back together in a new way, having love and support for each other, really being there for each other, not judging each other anymore for our differences or the color of our skin. It's like enough's enough with the crap. Can't we just be united and come together? That's kind of like what I'm getting from this. Sticking together because we need to have our backs, because other people don't have our backs. We need to have our backs and stick together as a community, as the human race. So just letting go of judgment and loving people for who they are, loving yourself for who you are, and loving, and that is almost like a karmic thing. Like the more you do that, the more people will look at you in that way, and it's like this cycle. So just being nice, being nicer to people, being meeting them where they're at and understanding that they just don't know any better for where they are. That's like as far as they can see right now. And we might be up a level up or 2 levels up there. And that's why I'm asking just to sit in their shoes, because we've been in that level before. At one time, at a past life or this life, we've been in the lower conscious level where we just don't see things for what they are. And it doesn't make anybody different. It just makes us on a different path in our journey. That's all. So just that, I feel like this has been coming out because we need to see this. It's important. Enough with the crap already. Let's just love each other, respect each other, and move on. That's how I feel about it. That's it. Sorry for the rant, but I feel like every single sign has been getting that card, and it's got to be heard, I think. For me as well. Because we can all be a little judgy in ourselves and just like not understand something, so then we have an opinion about it. But who are we to say that our opinion is legit? So that's just my story. I'm going to pull some self-care cards and send you on your way. Whoa. Who said connect with crystals in this reading? I did. Connect with crystals. I feel like earth energy, just if you don't have crystals or you're not into that, just take a walk in the woods. Connect with the energy of the woods or like the beach or somewhere external, outside in nature. It's really important. Positive affirmations. I think a lot of this has to do with the way that we're thinking, getting rid of old negative chatter in the mind that we said here in the head. stick with being positive and bringing positivity in your life, because the things that you want to attract, you want them to make sure, you want to make sure they're legit and true and honest to what you really want. And negative chatter is not going to get us there. So, and I have to put this on my wall as well. I'm just going to read the next three because they all came out together. Plan a vacation. I said that as well. Even if it's not leaving from home, do a state vacation or do a little road trip, a safe road trip, whatever you feel safe doing, I highly recommend. Getting some sessions done, distance healing, whatever you need to connect with your intuition and to connect with your higher self. Plan a vacation. It's funny because we're so tired and fatigued and we never stop going. It's fun. I've been wanting to get a checkup as well from the doctors. I think it's time maybe a checkup is due just to make sure everything is healthy and good, or your health, even if you're all like natural, going to your homeopathic place or person or whatever, could be acupuncture. Just get some blood work. Just make sure everything's okay. I'm already going to do this as well. I've been thinking about it, so it's interesting it came up here because that's what my path is. And this has been coming up a lot too. Watch a movie, but I highly recommend watching an inspirational movie. I know a lot of people have watched The Secret, but if you haven't seen Watch The Secret and What the Bleep Do We Know, and like just anything inspirational that is going to like really raise your vibration. Nothing scary, nothing deep and heavy. It could be emotional if that's where you need to go and connect with emotions, something that resonates or connects with you where you are, fine, but just stay positive and have it like this very clean energy that you're watching, just because that's kind of where you need to go in order to manifest the stuff that you want to manifest. So and at the bottom is spend time with friends, which I definitely think, even if it's co-workers, spending time with friends, connecting with tribe, even if it's online. The weather's shifting now. We can all start to hang out outside again for a cup of coffee with our masks on. Play it safe. Do the right thing, but maybe connecting with people more. If this resonated with you and you like the readings that I do or the way that I do it, I would love support from you. If you can like and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. This is a lot of fun for me. I know I have a lot to learn. Planning on really vamping this up. But I just wanted to get it out there, so I know it's not perfect, but neither am I. So if you like, please support and enjoy the rest of your month for March, and I will see you soon.